Hi guys, it's me. I'm here to talk about the very awesome movie, Repo the Genetic Opera. I saw the movie. I'm really excited. It was a really great movie, just the way I hoped it would be. There's a lot of things that people are asking about because I look into the movies before I see them. A lot of writers and directors are really different with their approach, but Repo has a really big history, and I kind of wanted to talk about that and kind of switch ideas with people, see what their take on it is. Um, First off, it's starring Alexa Vega, who is a very new person to the whole horror film thing. So I was really excited to see that she was working in something new. And she was actually found on Hairspray on Broadway by one of the directors and writers of Repo the Genetic Opera, which is really cool. Besides that, we do have a lot of new characters as far as different roles being played. There is actually the Repo Man, who is played by none other than Mr. Head from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who's really great. He really researched the role, and to me, that's really important for an actor because even in his auditions, you could see that he was completely ready for it, and he really did become the Repo Man, which I thought was awesome. Paris Hilton is in the movie. Yes, I know it's such a debated thing if she can act or not, but the character is really good for her, I think, as an actress because it kind of forces her to be someone that she's really not in the public eye. Um, she does play the actual daughter in this movie of the person that owns Gene Co. So we'll get into that later. But as an actress, Paris Hilton in this movie was pretty good. I have to admit, she really did take on the role of this kind of chauvinistic, like little, prissy girl who's addicted to surgery and all kinds of drugs, and it's a really great film for her. Besides that, we have Blind Mag, who is actually really great. She plays this kind of weird, almost psychic performer who can sing and tell the future and portray the past in her eyes, which is really cool. And she has a really big thing with Shiloh, played by Alexa Vega, and she really brings the movie together. I think she's a really great actress, and she really brought a lot to the table. So, with that being said about my favorite cast members, I just want to let you guys in on the whole history of Repo and see if you guys kind of agree with me, disagree with me on how the story was planned and different hidden meanings. So, Repo actually started as 10-minute operas, and you can actually search on YouTube for the genetic opera We Started This Shit. They were 10-minute operas based on putting together the idea of the Repo Man, and the idea hadn't even come to form when they were putting on these 10-minute operas, which I thought was really kind of interesting because you throw yourself out there with these ideas, you never know if people are going to take them well. So yeah, a lot of people started responding really well to like everything, and it was kind of simple, just a mic and maybe some wardrobe, nothing crazy, and I thought it was just really awesome when I saw it. You can actually catch it on YouTube, so okay, more publicity for YouTube. Um, but yeah, so the storyline goes like this, and you guys can interject anytime you want to, whatever it may be. Basically, what happens is there's a girl named Shiloh who we meet at the beginning of the movie who is sick, and her father comes in and basically keeps her in her room for 17 years and keeps her kind of really far away from society. And she looks out her window and she sees all this stuff going on, and she always wonders, what's going on out in the outside world, but she knows that she can't go out there because her dad won't let her, and she's scared of getting sick. Um, and later in the movie, we come to find out that she's actually bald because she's so sick. So it's really cool in that aspect. And what ends up happening is that her father, played by Mr. Head, is really trying to kind of stabilize their relationship because she doesn't have a mother anymore, and that is really difficult to raise, obviously, a daughter by herself, especially being a dad. So he's trying to keep the relationship stable, and I can completely understand that. But what he doesn't understand is that he's lying to her, and she's finding out. He pretends to be a doctor and just tells Shiloh, he's going to work, and he puts on this really big front that kind of betrays this like awesome guy on a pedestal and like her little superhero type thing. And it comes to be that he is the Repo Man, and he knows that if he ever told her, or she ever found out, that the relationship would be over. And that's kind of heartbreaking, but it's a very important part of this movie, so I thought it was kind of cool. The next part that I really wanted to talk about was this whole Wizard of Oz thing everyone's been saying. I don't really think it's like Wizard of Oz. I think it's just kind of like every story kind of has this monomyth thing, and like that's how stories are written based on monomyth storyline. So Wizard of Oz and this movie have a few things in common, but it's really not that much. I mean, yes, you do have one character who is like a Dorothy character who brings you through all these different mazes and parts to this world that is now created, but I highly doubt anyone could really compare it to that besides just the fact that it's a girl wandering through the world just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. But besides that, another cool aspect of this movie is that I don't know if everyone's aware of the actual like reason why the Repo Man is here. The Repo Man is here because eventually, over time, from now in the future, organ failure becomes like an everyday thing. You get a cold, oh, I've got organ failure. It's like a normal thing. So Gene Co comes in and creates organs and sells them to people. And basically, they're in such high demand. Gene Co is like the pretty much like mecca of the world at that point. So it's really like they're out to make a ton of money, but they know that people need this stuff, and it almost becomes kind of like buying a house, buying a car, buying this. And just like any of those things that you buy, they can be repossessed if you don't pay for them. So basically, the repo man is sent out when payment is past due, and it's just a really great kind of horrific approach to the whole like free possession thing. I think that's pretty awesome. The fact that people, need these organs to live, and there's contracts made over these things, jobs built over these things, and they're just regular things that everyone has: organs, kidneys, eyes, liver, everything. And it's just kind of really cool to think about in that aspect. So I just wanted everybody to kind of be aware of where I was coming from on the position of the movie, because I'm a huge fan. I waited for this movie to come out for so long, and I was really excited when I could finally get my hands on the whole thing. Um, I want to point out that the movie is not for people who, can't handle blood. It's definitely bloody. There's actually a scene where Paris Hilton is kind of having sex with a grave robber in blood. So, I mean, if you can't handle that squeamish stuff, I suggest that you kind of either turn away or have your boyfriend, like, come with you. But it's great. It's really great stuff. I'm really excited. I'm glad that they finally put some really new actors and actresses in a film like this, and finally glad that this movie came out. Because I've been really excited about, seeing different movies and just taking a new approach to film and everything. So if you guys have any comments, let me know. I love to debate over stuff like this. So I'm here, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.